putting off tasks until the last minute? Procrastination, a common phenomenon that many of us grapple with, can be a major roadblock on our path to productivity. And like any problem, the first step to overcoming procrastination is understanding it. Procrastination is not just about laziness or poor time management. It's a complex issue that can stem from various root causes. One of these could be the fear of failure. When we're afraid to fail, we might avoid starting tasks to protect ourselves from potential disappointment. It's a self-defense mechanism, but in the long run, it keeps us from achieving our goals. Perfectionism is another common culprit behind procrastination. The desire to do everything perfectly can be paralyzing. We might delay starting a task because we're waiting for the perfect moment, or we're stuck in planning mode, trying to figure out the perfect way to do it. But remember, perfection is an illusion, and waiting for it can leave us stuck in a loop of inaction. Lack of motivation can also lead to procrastination. When we're not excited about a task, it's easy to put it off in favor of something more enjoyable. But here's the thing, motivation often follows action, not the other way around. So, starting a task, even when we don't feel like it, can help build momentum and ignite motivation. Lastly, feeling overwhelmed can trigger procrastination. When a task seems too big or too complex, it's natural to feel daunted and avoid it. But by breaking it down into smaller, manageable parts, we can make it less intimidating and easier to tackle. So, whether it's fear of failure, perfectionism, lack of motivation, or feeling overwhelmed, understanding the root cause of your procrastination is key. It's like shining a light on the shadows that keep us stuck, revealing the path forward. Identifying the root cause of your procrastination is the first step towards overcoming it. Ever feel like you're running in circles, unsure of what to do next? Well, here's the second part of our journey to overcoming procrastination: goal setting and task prioritization. Imagine you're setting out on a journey. You wouldn't just start walking without knowing where you're going, right? The same applies to your tasks and projects. Setting clear, defined goals is like having a destination in mind. It gives you a sense of direction and purpose. But remember, your goals should be SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This way you know exactly what you're aiming for, how to measure your progress, and when to celebrate your success. Now let's add another layer to this. Think of each goal as a journey. Breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks is like planning the route for your journey. It makes the goal less overwhelming and more achievable. Each task you complete is a step closer to your destination. But here's the catch: not all tasks are created equal. Some are more important or more urgent than others. That's where task prioritization comes in. It's like choosing which roads to take on your journey. Techniques like the Eisenhower matrix or the ABCDE method can be helpful here. The Eisenhower matrix, named after the 34th President of the United States, Dwight Eisenhower, categorizes tasks into 4 quadrants based on their urgency and importance. This helps you focus on what truly matters, and not just what seems urgent. On the other hand, the ABCDE method assigns a letter grade to each of your tasks, from A, most important, to E, least important. The rule is simple: never do a B task when there's an A task left undone. Remember, the goal isn't to do more things, it's to do more of the things that matter. By setting clear goals, breaking them down into smaller tasks, and prioritizing these tasks effectively, you're paving the way for productive, focused work. With clear goals and prioritized tasks, you're setting the foundation for successful time management. Ever wished you could get more done in less time? Well, the answer lies in effective time management. It's like a magic potion that helps you stay on track, improve your focus, and enhance your productivity. Let's dive into a few techniques that can help you master this art. First up is the Pomodoro technique, a time management method developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s. It involves breaking your work into 25-minute intervals called Pomodoros, separated by short 5-minute breaks. After completing 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This method helps maintain your concentration and prevents burnout. Next, we have time blocking. This is a technique where you divide your day into blocks of time, each dedicated to accomplishing a specific task or set of tasks. It's like making an appointment with yourself to get things done. This method encourages you to focus on one thing at a time, helping you to work more efficiently and effectively. Finally, there's the 2-minute rule. The concept is simple. If you see a task or action that you know can be done in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. Completing the task right away takes less time than getting back to it later. This rule is a game changer for conquering small tasks that tend to pile up. Now you might be thinking, which technique should I choose? The answer is, there's no one-size-fits-all. Experiment with these techniques and find out which one works best for you. It might be a combination of all three or perhaps a different one altogether. And remember, the essence of these techniques lies in their consistent application. Like any skill, time management gets better with practice. Also, be patient with yourself. It's perfectly okay if you don't get it right the first time. So give these techniques a try and witness how they can transform your productivity. Remember, effective time management isn't about cramming more tasks into your day. It's about ensuring you're working on the right tasks at the right time. Are you often distracted when you're trying to focus? Distractions are the silent productivity killers that lurk in our daily environment. They are like invisible hurdles, slowing us down on our path to success. Identifying and eliminating these distractions is crucial to creating a productive environment. Let's delve into how we can accomplish this. Firstly, consider your physical workspace. Is it cluttered or clean? Is it noisy or quiet? The space where you work can significantly influence your focus and productivity. Aim to create a workspace that's clean, organized, and free from noise and other distractions. This doesn't mean you need a fancy office. Even a small, tidy corner in your home can serve as a productive workspace. Now let's talk about digital distractions. These are often the most pervasive and challenging to manage. Social media, email notifications, and endless online content can easily divert your attention. Consider using apps or tools that block these distractions during your designated work times. The key is to create a digital environment that supports your focus, rather than disrupting it. Moving on, let's discuss the importance of setting realistic deadlines. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and can be a powerful motivator. However, it's important to make sure these deadlines are achievable. Overly ambitious deadlines can lead to stress and burnout, which are counterproductive. Break your tasks into smaller, manageable parts and assign a deadline to each part. This way, you're not only setting yourself up for success, but also creating a sense of progress as you complete each part. Remember, creating a productive environment is not a one-time task. It's an ongoing process that requires regular evaluation and adjustment. What works for one person might not work for another, so it's important to experiment and find out what works best for you. By eliminating distractions and setting achievable deadlines, you're creating an environment that's conducive to productivity. Embrace this journey of creating your productive environment. It's a significant step towards overcoming procrastination and achieving your goals. Have you ever started a task with enthusiasm only to lose motivation halfway through? It's a common scenario that most of us can relate to, but don't fret. There are strategies to help maintain that initial spark of motivation and keep procrastination at bay. Let's start with self-compassion. It's crucial to remember that we're all human, and it's normal to have off days where productivity may not be at its peak. Rather than dwelling on what you didn't accomplish, focus on what you did. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. This shift in mindset can help keep motivation levels high. Next, let's talk about rewards. Who doesn't love a good reward? After completing a task or reaching a milestone, treat yourself. It could be as simple as a 5-minute break to stretch your legs, or maybe indulging in your favorite snack. Rewards act as positive reinforcement, encouraging you to keep going. Now, onto accountability. Having someone to share your progress with can be a powerful motivator. This could be a friend, a family member, or even a mentor. When you're accountable to someone else, it adds an extra layer of motivation to get tasks done. Plus, sharing your achievements can boost your sense of accomplishment. Lastly, we have to address perfectionism. It's easy to fall into the trap of wanting everything to be perfect before taking action, but this can often lead to procrastination. Remember, progress over perfection. It's better to take imperfect action than no action at all. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. By practicing self-compassion, rewarding yourself, seeking accountability, and letting go of perfectionism, you're not only maintaining motivation, but also creating a sustainable approach to overcoming procrastination. Remember, overcoming procrastination is a journey. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress. You're doing great.